All right, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Here is my first go at a speed build. Um, Try to do it quite simple. I took the layout of the house off of a photo that I saw on the lovely Google, had the floor plan and somewhat of a similar exterior. I wanted to try and keep it as close to the print as I could. The theme I kind of go for somewhat modern, but interior just, very livable. Nothing too fancy. You'll see that this home, I put two different roofs, one going one way, one going the other. I first attempted to do somewhat of like a little chimney on the front end of the house, but it didn't quite look the way I wanted to. It kind of looked out of place. So you'll see I take it out and I don't keep it. And then I just move on to the next section. I stick to whites and blacks for the most part. In this specific home, I have a female child and a male child, and then obviously the master bedroom. This house also has 2 bedrooms, and I also managed to do a little laundry room. When I play Sims, I don't necessarily use laundry all that much. I find it a little bit more of an inconvenience than anything else. But when I'm just building houses, I think it kind of gives it a realistic, I don't know, every house is a laundry room, right? So I like to include them. So here you can see that's clearly the little chimney on the top porch that I tried to do, and it just doesn't mesh, so I don't end up keeping it. Friendly reminder, when you're building homes, it's much easier to do if you use the cheat. It is Shift-Control-C, and then a little type window will appear at the top. In that type window, if you press BB period, move, M-O-V-E, objects, O-B-J-E-C-T-S, and you enter, it will turn it on. So you can place items pretty much wherever you want to. And as you're placing them, I have an iMac, so on my keyboard button, it's actually Option. But on your keyboard, if you have a Microsoft, it will probably say Alt. If you click that and hold that button down while you move things around, you can actually move it off of the grid system, which I really like. I like to just put, especially like all of my window treatments or plants. Plants is a big one. I kind of like to have them closer to furniture than what the grid lets you do. You'll see here as I put lights, pot lights into my home, what I do is I actually hold down the button. It's on the right hand side. It kind of looks like a square bracket. If you click those, the one on the left will make objects smaller. The one on the right will make objects larger. So I like to do my pot lights 2 tiers smaller. I don't know, it just gives it a little bit more, it's a lot less inconvenient when you're playing because the lights don't get in the way. You'll see that chandelier too is also 2 sizes smaller than what it would be if you were just buying it anyway, here what I'm doing is the dirt. I always like to have my mailbox in its own little section. I always find that if I have it too close to the house, a lot of times in gameplay, it will tell you can't reach your mailbox, and that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. So as you can clearly see, the chimney, the awful front chimney is gone. We're almost done. I'm just placing windows in here, and now we're going to start furniture. Like I said, this house is pretty basic, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and a laundry room. I like to have my rooms look really homey, so you'll see I have a lot of little knickknacks and little flowers, and that move right there, again, if you're putting things on top of furniture and you don't want them to use the grid system, you have to drop it on the furniture and then move the furniture out of the way and put the object back without the furniture there and use your little option key as you're moving it around to put it where you want it. And then they go in those little nooks and crannies and corners that you want them to go in. So right there I was just showing you the little the little succulent plant that I have there in the corner. Like obviously that's not in a grid system. I just use the option button and move everything in nice and close. Those are all little lights. And again, I used one size smaller than what you would do if you got them from the shop. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I'm French, so sometimes the English words don't come to me awfully quickly. In this bathroom, although it is a master bathroom, because I have a tub in the other bathroom, I didn't think it was that big of a deal to have just a shower in the master suite. So it's not necessarily a suite, but in gameplay, I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. Here's the laundry room, pretty basic. I just tried to fill it in. Didn't want to have that space, that random little cube in the middle of the house, not, have a purpose. So moving on to the kitchen, I actually tend to really like to use these pieces, even though they're supposed to be for like your outside barbecue section. I really like the way that they look inside of a kitchen. I also wanted to have the open shelving unit instead of the closed bathroom kitchen cabinets. I just find it's more airy. It's a little bit more, I guess you would say, modern. I was really going for like a modern but homey feel, if that's even possible. I think so, because at the end you'll see the house turned out quite nice. I was really skeptical at first because I had such a hard time with the roof, but I think it turned out okay. So again, you will see that that garbage can is not on a grid system. Again, very simple. I just press the option button or the alt button, hold it down, and move the furniture wherever I want to put it. Again, with the little knickknacks and decorative pieces on top of the countertops there. So let's move on to, I'm going to put the deck out the back. I keep the same pattern as the front, obviously, so that it all flows. I'm going to add my path and my gardens to the back. I like to have my backyards develop as the family grows. So I just kind of do like the basic garden with garden lights and a walkway. And then as I play families in this house, that's when I will, potentially add a pool or a playground or like a little kiddie pool or a play set, whatever. So little girl's room. I just recently downloaded the new ecosystem expansion pack, and I must say I love it. Just the little creative little things that you can put in now are so cute. Definitely something to buy if you're interested in continuing to grow your collection. This one I kind of saw as like a teen or like even just shy of university, because I also have the university expansion pack that I like. Tried to deck it out with some posters, just tried to keep like the teenage boy in mind as best I could. Kind of hard when you're not a teenage boy, but I had a brother, so yeah, I kept with blue. Okay, so for the master bedroom, I didn't want to go too big because I could make objects smaller and I could have them all quainty. I just wanted to keep it nice and simple, stick to the theme of the white and blacks like you see on the outside of the house. Not too big of a dresser. I don't really use the dresser. I don't know about you guys on gameplay, like it looks nice, but I don't think I really ever have my Sims, click the dresser and change clothes. I use the mirror for that, so dresser's just kind of there for a look, not necessarily a necessity. All right, so that's pretty much, yeah, the front I put a little bit of a nook. You'll notice I didn't put a TV in this house because I was trying to do the whole COVID-19 don't stay inside and glue to TV. But you could easily add a TV section to it if you go off the back